Hello everyone and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. Ripple versus SEC lawsuit to wrap up as soon as June, says Charles Hoskinson. During a recent surprise AMA interview on YouTube, a viewer asked Hoskinson, "Charles, do you think the Ripple case gets resolved soon?" To which Mr. Hoskinson answered, "Yes, I do. I think it's probably next month." Now, originally, I thought he was saying the end of this year or beginning of 2024. Maybe he's starting to see exactly what everybody else is starting to see, because it looks very good for the month of June. Now, we know as XRP holders that this SEC case started with Jay Clayton because he was working for the big banks. He then handed off this lawsuit to Gary Gensler, who a lot of us thought, because Gary was pro-crypto or seemed to be pro-crypto, that he would have crushed as soon as he took office. But instead, he continued forward, most likely still being controlled by the big banks. But, you know, Stuart Alderati doesn't talk about it that way, but I want you to hear something that he has to say at the very end of this video. Take a listen.
To your question, why Ripple? That is a good question. I'm not sure I have a good answer to it. What I will tell you is that the lawsuit was filed on December 22nd, 2020, on the last day of the prior administration when Jay Clayton was the chair of the SEC. The day after the lawsuit was filed, Jay Clayton left office, and within 2 weeks of the lawsuit being filed, the entire senior leadership team that was, I think, involved in the decision to file the lawsuit left the SEC. So why Ripple? I'm not really sure. I think we can all venture a bunch of different guesses. Maybe the SEC was tired of playing whack-a-mole with some smaller tokens, and they felt that if they could go after Ripple and indirectly attack the digital asset XRP, which Ripple relies on to facilitate its cross-border payments, maybe they thought that they can send a broader message to the entire market. But I think what they've learned is that if you challenge a well-resourced company, that well-resourced company can put on a very robust defense and really expose the SEC that what they're doing in this case is not applying the law. It's not a faithful allegiance to the law. They're seeking to remake the law, and they don't have the power to remake the law. Only Congress can remake the law.
I thought that was great what he said there at the end. Only Congress can remake the law. I think what's going on right now is Gary is going above and beyond his power, and he's bending the law and shaking down these crypto companies. But I also like what Stuart had to say about Ripple being a robust company, well-resourced company. And I think that Jay Clayton underestimated the power of Ripple even early on. And I think Gary Gensler, if he was smart, would have just threw this case out soon as he became the head of the SEC. But he didn't. A House bill would make it harder for the SEC to argue crypto tokens are securities. This is absolutely incredible. The 5-page bipartisan Securities Clarity Act by Representatives Tom Emmer and Darren Soto. A new bill introduced in the House would clarify that a digital asset that is sold as part of an investment contract does not necessarily become a security. If passed, the SEC, or Securities Clarity Act, would help settle one of the most debated legal questions in the crypto space and make it more difficult for the U.S. SEC to argue that many existing tokens are unregistered securities. I hope this gets passed, because that would put an end to Gary doing exactly what he's doing right now. This could start the path forward for cryptocurrencies in the future. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'll definitely keep you up to date on that, because that would be absolutely huge. Ripple fresh lawsuit settlement speculation arises as June nears. Now, expectations regarding the Ripple SEC lawsuit seem to be bursting as fresh speculation on a resolution in the much-publicized legal battle have surfaced on Twitter. An XRP community member, Ashley Prosper, lists a series of events that they think might point to a quicker resolution of the lawsuit. They refer to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse's prediction of the lawsuit being resolved in weeks and not months. The Ripple CEO also liked a comment of an XRP community member, Digital Asset Buy, on the lawsuit being over. Ashley Prosper also mentions the June 13th disclosure of the documents belonging to former SEC employee William Hinman. Additionally, Ripple has made significant strides, as seen by its acquisition of custody service provider Mateco. NASDAQ sent expressions of congratulations in response to this. Ripple introduces its CBDC platform, and on-demand liquidity partner Tranglo collaborates with Al Ansari Exchange, the largest outbound personal remittance service in the United Arab Emirates. The XRP price reacted positively to these events. He believes all this does not point to a company that's about to lose a lawsuit and disappear anytime soon. The XRP community member added something to emphasize his belief in the lawsuit ending soon. All we need now is Jim Cramer to come out and say the Ripple case will never end in June. That would be absolutely great. But all this sudden growth around Ripple, and Brad even saying they're willing to invest $1 billion in something other than cross-border payments, because we know Ripple is already the king of cross-border payments, and XRP is the king of crypto that would be tied to cross-border payments and that on-demand liquidity. Now Ripple looks to even expand beyond that. And take a look at the ledger as well. I cannot stop pointing out the ledger because it's absolutely incredible. Here's a few of Ripple's most recent investments and their areas of expertise. These are all post-lawsuit deals. Now take a look at this. So you see, in May, Bitstamp Exchange. November 2022, KeyRock Liquidity Tech. November 2022, Thalo Carbon Offsets. September 2022, Carbon Title, Decarbonization Platform. July 2022, Supermojo. June 2022, Axiology, Tokenized Securities. And it doesn't end there. March 2022, Hex Trust. March 2022, Chimani. February 2022, PDAX, Philippine Digital Asset Exchange. January 2022, Web3 Pro, Web3 on-ramp for enterprises. January 2022, Axiology, Tokenized Securities. October 2021, Hex Trust, Bank Grade Custody. August 2021, PDAX, Philippine Digital Asset Exchange. And it still goes even beyond that. July 2021, Mintable NFT Marketplace. June 2021, Securitized Digital Securities, SEC Registered Transfer Agent. March 2021, Tranglo Cross Border. January 2021, Protego Trust Bank. Regulated crypto services to institutional investors. That all happened during the lawsuit. Now, if that looks like a company that's about to lose against the SEC, you got to be absolutely crazy to think that's going to happen. You know, I still always felt in the back of my mind that this case is nothing but a major delay. It's like a sham. It was meant to happen to keep holding Ripple back long enough. And you know what? It's all coming to an end. XRP is about to skyrocket. Anybody who still doesn't see it has to just be blind to it at this point. U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren calls to end crypto-funded fentanyl trade. Now, she likes to point out that the only thing crypto is ever good for is drug dealing for some reason. And she's been going on with this for quite a while now. Ever since the fall of FTX, she really amped up around killing crypto. But if she did, what does she think the U.S. dollar is? So if the U.S. dollar is used to facilitate drug trafficking, which we know it is, why not just stop using the U.S. dollar as well? You know, she only likes to point the finger at crypto for some reason, and I think it's because she does not understand this technology. And because she doesn't understand it, she should just walk away from it. UAE and Hong Kong central banks partner on crypto regulation. Now, this is what's going on in the rest of the world. They're moving forward. Both the UAE and Hong Kong central banks are working together on crypto regulation. Moreover, the two central banks are also working together on financial technology developments, according to the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. The two central banks reportedly met with an agreement to strengthen cooperation in the realm of virtual asset regulations and development. Subsequently, the two banks are aligning their work in the sectors due to their many complementary strengths. So they're working together to build something much greater. And you know, they're always pushing ahead with crypto regulations at the same time, everywhere but here in the US. MiCA, the EU's landmark new crypto regulation, was formally signed into law today. The EU is so close to regulatory clarity around crypto. And once this gets put in place, everybody is going to benefit from this inside of the EU. You're going to see more and more crypto companies opening up over there and less companies opening up here in the US because of people like Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler. Valley Texture announces acceptance of XRP crypto payments for real estate purchases in Bali. Valley Texture, a leading real estate company specializing in luxury properties in Bali, is thrilled to announce that it now accepts XRP cryptocurrency as a form of payment for real estate purchases. This move positions Valley Texture at the forefront of the industry, offering clients from around the world a faster, more cost-effective, and secure payment solution for their property transactions. That's what we need to see keep happening, you know, because as long as they're utilizing XRP to make payments to be used in the real world, that adds value to this cryptocurrency. That's where me and you get rich. Then there's this. June 16th, Disney will release a movie with two main characters named Lumen and Ripple. And you see it right there, Amber Lumen Lewis and water element Wade Ripple. And I actually seen this at the theater recently. I didn't see the movie. I seen the trailer for it. And I thought it was ironic that this is coming out in June. And a lot of people, even in the XRP community, are pointing out the same thing. Like, why now of all the times that this could happen? Most likely we're just speculating around this. But again, it's a very big coincidence. Now, somebody asked me yesterday in the comments section, you know, why are you so pro XRP and if you don't think CBDCs will survive or get traction? It's because I look at it like this, and I might be totally wrong on this. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. So SWIFT right now is used inside the current financial system. It's getting improved along the way, and they want to speed up the technology. But yet, SWIFT still uses the fiat system, the cash system. So, say for instance, CBDCs didn't work out. Well, RippleNet is a much better technology than SWIFT. And we see that. And we even believe that SWIFT will have to work with Ripple to improve SWIFT, or else SWIFT would be gone within the next 5 years. So even if CBDCs didn't work out, maybe they could run the current financial system on RippleNet, utilizing XRP, fixing the current financial system. That was my opinion on that, because I've seen other people say the same thing in the past. Why don't they just fix the current system? Why do we need to go to a central bank digital currency? Because you can even start with cash through MoneyGram. It would go in as cash, go through Stellar and XLM, and come out as whatever currency on the other end. Why couldn't we do the same thing with Ripple and XRP all throughout the world? Fix the current system. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.